Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my perfume diaries video, and this is going to be the perfume tray update for May. So I'm going to be sharing the body care, the fragrance mist, and the perfumes that I have been wearing for the first half of May. So if you would like to know what those products are, just keep on watching. Do I have an update for you guys or what? I'm still working on letting go some of my favorite fragrances because they no longer work for me where I live. This month, I have quite a few products to share with you. I am going to be starting off with the body care that I use before applying these fragrances. So I have been using very tropical, very summery type of body care, but I will go in with the non-scented ones first, and then we'll go over the ones that are scented. So I have been using these three products so much. This is the Nivea Essentially Enriched 72-hour moisture body lotion. I have been using this since I have memory of using this. It makes your skin super radiant and glowy. You see how it makes the skin very glowy and very moisturized. I have always loved this lotion, especially if you have a party, if you're going to be wearing like a skirt and you want your legs to look really nice and radiant, or maybe even a shirt like this. It's really nice for that. But I'm kind of thinking that this might be clogging my pores on my body. In previous months where I was doing different body routines, I was not getting barely any clogged pores, but when I use this one a lot, I think it might be clogging my pores. So this is one that I'm only going to use once in a while. I don't want to put it on too much. And then for body oil, I have been using the Josie Maran, the original 100% pure organic argan oil, and this one I do have a refill that they sent me, so I just refill this little bottle anytime that I'm running low. But I usually mix this with whatever moisturizer I'm using so that I get extra hydration. And then this is a new product that I included into my body care routine, and this is from Cyclar. So this is the first Cyclar product that I try out. I do have a body wash in my shower that I am in love with. Actually, that was the first one I tried out. This is the second product. So this is the Ceramide Milky Essence, and this is a nurturing body essence that intensely hydrates, softens, and helps strengthen the skin barrier. It has ceramides, it has urea, it has polyglutamic acid, it has amino acids, sodium PCA, and squalane. That is a lot packed into a bottle, but that's really nice as a starting step into any body routine because you're going to be getting so many benefits from this. So whatever you put on after could be for the scent or for the way that it makes your skin look, but this is actually really nice at nourishing your skin, which is also important. And the texture of it is kind of like a milky toner, and it blends. You see how easy that goes into the skin? Don't mind, I was swatching makeup. It really sinks into the skin super fast. It has no scent, so I can use it with anything. And I've only used it a couple times, so I don't want to give my final thoughts on this product, but I do love how easy it goes into the skin. I don't have to fuss and fight with it too much. So those were the unscented products. Now I'm going to talk about the scented products that I have been using nonstop. So as a body lotion, this has pretty much ended up being like the family lotion. This is Sol de Janeiro Body Badalada, and this is a body lotion, so this is way thinner than all of the other body creams that they have. I do like that it has a pump, so it's very easy to apply. It's very thin in texture and it smells so good. This has pistachio, I think it has caramel. There's a bunch of yummy notes in here. And this has hyaluronic acid, it has sugarcane extract, it has nut oil, it has pear extract. It just smells really good, and it's really fast absorbing. So if you do not like the feel of a really thick body butter, you don't like oils, this is such a good one. And they did come out with new ones, which I am very curious about. I'm just trying to go through some more body care that I have because I did do a lot of shopping recently, but I think the next time I shop for body care, those are going to be some that I'm going to be looking into. And then I have also been wearing this a lot with my fragrances that I have been wearing. So this is the Salt Air Coral Coast scent, and I did use the body butter, which I really love, and also the body oil. So this also has ceramides, this has fatty acids. There's so much good stuff in all of this body care. So not only will you smell good, but it's also hydrating and nourishing your skin. So here is the body butter. I just started using this. It smells so good. It's like the perfect summer scent. And then the body oil is beautiful as well. So those are the products that I have been layering before I go in with fragrance. Now let's get into the update. So I'm going to start off with 2 body mists, actually 3 body mists. You guys, this update is gonna be pretty shocking because it was shocking for me. It's also kind of sad because I feel like I've raved about so many of these fragrances in the past and I can't anymore. So let me start off with the ones that I really did like from the fragrance mist. So fragrance mist wise, I have been reaching for this Ellis Brooklyn Sea fragrance body mist. I think I talked about this last month, but I have only a little bit left. I'm trying to finish this off. I think they discontinued this scent, which I really like. It is like a unisex, almost cologne-y scent. I put this on before I go to the gym because I don't like to wear super heavy fragrances, but I do like to have something. So this is really nice and clean smelling and fresh, and it doesn't feel too much. So that's what I have been using this one for. And then I have also been using the Fenty Skin Body Tropic Trip All Over Body Mist. I'm so in love with this. This has some of my favorite notes, and it is mainly a pineapple body mist, I would say. And this is just the perfect summer scent. I really like it. I'm loving it. I can actually pick up on the pineapple. I can smell how tropical this is, how breezy, how perfect for summer it is, aquatic and fruity and fresh all in one. It is definitely a tropic trip, and this is just so beautiful. And it already has a teeny dent in it because I've just been reaching for it when I get out of the shower. Super refreshing, perfect for summertime. The one that I am not even going to finish, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna see if my daughter wants it. I have been struggling with this since last year when I got it because of the longevity. I would spray it and I would literally not smell anything, and I feel like it might not even be the same scent as the original one. I don't know. This is the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 39. So this is how this looks. I have a little bit left. I was letting this sit from last year because I said maybe it will last longer if it's been sitting for a little bit. So I put this on my tray. This has notes of coconut cream, orchid, toasted praline. It's a very gourmand coconutty scent. So this used to be the longest lasting scent I think Sol de Janeiro had. It was so strong, it would stick to you. Like some people even complained about it giving headaches or being too much. And then they released this one, which they claim to be the same, but I don't think it's the same. I don't smell it as much. To put the cherry on top, I put this on the other day, and when I walked in the room, my husband said that it smelled like popcorn. He has no idea what I put on, but I know that a lot of people say that they get popcorn out of this, and they also do with 71, which is very gourmand. So as soon as he said that I smelled like popcorn, I literally was like, okay, that's all I needed to hear because I was already iffy about it, and I'm not trying to smell like popcorn. No. When I show you the fragrances that are most likely going to be leaving my collection, I can't even believe in myself, and I don't want to. I don't want to. And let's start off with the first one. So first up on the chopping block is Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar. I know. Let me update you guys. So like I have been telling you guys a lot, things are smelling very different here. And perfumes that were magical, like this one. I remember when I first gave my review on this one, I talked about how much I love this because it starts off as a very tropical Miami palm trees summer type of scent, but then when it dries down, it turns into like this sexy woody magical. I don't get that here, and I'm not as sad because I have found fragrances that do work here that I really enjoy, but I am really sad that the ones that I loved a lot, I can't really use them here, and I don't want to just let them sit there because perfumes can go bad depending on the brand. Maybe once I move, I will probably bring this back into my collection, and I will always recommend this even though it's no longer in my collection or it won't be in my collection. So that is very unfortunate, but a beautiful summer perfume. Try it out for yourself. This next one, if you've been with me, you're gonna be like, this isn't real, you're sick, you're going through something. It already happened to me a few times and I didn't want to think that it was this, but sadly, Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume superdose, is not working for me here either. This to me was so good. Like I was obsessed with this the first times that I tried it. I remember it being stuck to my bed sheets. It's smelling so good. Being a scent that it was hard to describe, but it was so amazing. And I'm thinking that's just what humidity, like how humidity plays with those notes that I'm not getting here. I put this on here and it was literally like I rubbed straight up wood on myself, dry wood. And my husband was just like, that perfume is so strong. He was like, whatever perfume you put on it is so strong. And it lasted all day, which is awesome because this one doesn't last. So you would think that I would want one that lasts, but this one is, it just doesn't smell good here to me. Same with this one, which I just brought into my collection. I did put a little dent into it, and then I decided might as well get rid of it too because it's just not lasting. So this one is Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gioia. So Ocean de Joya works for me here, so I don't care. I'm gonna look for a bottle either on eBay or somewhere and just have it because I need to have that perfume. It really sucks that it's not available, and I'm just gonna hold on to hope that they just relaunch it like they've done with other perfumes in the past. This one's amazing. This one's supposed to be minty, refreshing, citrusy, which I do get when I first spray, but it's just not lasting. It's not lasting either. Literally after 10 minutes, it's like I didn't put perfume, and I do have other perfumes that are lasting me, so I need to just stick to using those. So let's talk about the two that I have been spraying nonstop that I really love and that I actually got compliments on as well. So the first one that I have been reaching for so much, and I'm probably gonna finish this summer because I can smell this perfume for hours after I put it on. So that's exactly what I want. It smells fresh, it smells clean, it smells very feminine and girly. This is Tocca Giulietta, which actually has been a favorite for so long for me, and this one actually smells better here. So there are some perfumes that maybe were favorites that I liked and somehow they smell a million times better here. So I'm really happy about those, and I want to make sure that I wear them because I want to smell myself. Here, 80% of the time when I go out, I can't really smell myself. Like I know I smell clean, I know that I'm fine, but I don't smell it. If you're looking for a very clean kind of body wash, shampoo-y, I just got out of the shower, clean, not laundry clean, and not, it's kind of soapy but not in a literal soap type of way. It's my favorite type of clean girl scent. And then last but not least, this is the one that I've been reaching for probably the most lately, and the dent is bigger. This one is an affordable fragrance. This is Lait de Coco by Le Monde Gourmand, and we are pretty much halfway done with this one. So this one's working really good for me. I'm actually wearing this one today mixed in with Fenty Beauty Tropic Trip. So these together, and I also layered the Coral Coast. Super tropical, perfect for summer. I'm really loving this. This is literally, I'm gonna put it right here. I am gonna post it on short form, but this right here is like my piña colada layering combo of this summer because this gives me like very fresh, juicy pineapple, and then this gives me coconut cream, coconut milk. So mixed together, what does that make? Piña colada. Perfect for summer. It's creamy, it's coconut. It's not that annoying sunscreen coconut in my opinion. It's more of a gourmand. It's fluffy, it's creamy, so good. I'm obsessed with this one here, and I really liked it last year too. I remember raving about it. So my two beautiful perfumes for this update are going to be Tocca Giulietta and Lait de Coco. So with that said, that brings me to the end of this Perfume Diaries video. What do you guys think? I feel like it's so shocking, but at the same time super interesting and so much fun that I have been documenting this for all these years and all the changes and all the different types of perfumes that I have tried. So let me know which one you were drawn to, which one you love from this list, which ones you don't like, how they work for you. Cannot wait to chat with you. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic. Manifested, life and nasty. Take my pen and write some love letters to heaven.